Should the New York Knicks go all in to acquire Donovan Mitchell? I say yes. The New York Knicks should go all in to acquire Donovan Mitchell. And the thing is, they have the assets to go and acquire Donovan Mitchell. You got Emmanuel Quickly. You got Obi Toppin. You got R.J. Barrett. They got players who they can package to go and acquire Donovan Mitchell. So that's the key. You have to be able to have the personnel to put in a trade package for Donovan Mitchell. They have that. Also, the reason why I would say they should go all in for Donovan Mitchell is because you bring in Donovan Mitchell on your team. He is an upgrade over everyone that you have right now currently on this roster. For his career, Donovan Mitchell, he averages 24 points per game on 44% shooting from the floor. He averages 4 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game, and he's decent from three-point range. For his career, he averages 36%. So he's decent as a perimeter shooter, and I think he would also embrace being in that New York market. Similar to Carmelo Anthony, Donovan Mitchell is from that area. He's from that region. So he would embrace playing at Madison Square Garden on a nightly basis. And right now, I'm not sure if this Knicks team is a playoff team without Donovan Mitchell. I mean, you look at their roster, they did sign Jalen Brunson, but I thought they overpaid for him because he's not a star. But they also got, again, they got Emmanuel Quickly. They got Obi Toppin. They got R.J. Barrett. And R.J. Barrett, he had a pretty decent season last year. They got Julius Randle. But I don't think Julius Randle is a number 1 on a championship team. Julius Randle is a number 3 option on the championship team. Donovan Mitchell is a number 2 option on the championship team. But he will improve your team and make your team a legit playoff team if you trade for him. Like, I think the Knicks with Donovan Mitchell at their best could be a second-round playoff team in the East. Because you'll have Donovan Mitchell, you'll have Julius Randle. You won't have R.J. Barrett because Danny Ainge, he will want R.J. Barrett back in a deal for Donovan Mitchell. So R.J. Barrett will be gone. Emmanuel Quickly might be gone as well. He might be gone because you're gonna have to give up possibly R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and some draft picks. That's going to be the deal. He's going to want to get a ton of draft picks. And then what messed up everything for the market was what the Timberwolves gave up to acquire Rudy Gobert. They gave up all those draft picks for Gobert, as if Gobert is a top 5 player in the NBA. Gobert is offensively challenged, and he's great defensively, but offensively he's challenged. They gave up all those picks. That completely messed up the market. So now teams are going to try to rip off the Utah Jazz because they're going to say, look at what you got in return for Rudy Gobert. We need a lot of picks if you're going to acquire Donovan Mitchell. We need a lot of picks. So them doing that completely messed up the market. But when it comes to the Jazz, I know Danny Ainge, he's a great GM and he's a great decision maker. So I know he's going to want R.J. Barrett back in the deal. But when it comes to the Knicks, even if they trade for Donovan Mitchell, they're still going to have to be in the open market for a potential superstar. Because I don't think Donovan Mitchell is a superstar just yet. He could possibly emerge as a superstar as his career goes along, but he's not a true superstar. He's not a number 1 option on a championship team. He's a solid number 2, but not a number 1. So they'll still have to search in the open market for a superstar to come to New York. But this would be a start because you will have someone in Donovan Mitchell who could recruit other star players to come to New York City to play. So that's going to be important. Also, when it comes to Donovan Mitchell and how I view him as, is he a top 5 young player in the NBA? These are the players I would take over Donovan Mitchell that are young players. Luka, Tatum, Ja Morant, Trae Young. It's questionable from there. I'd take Donovan Mitchell over Zion because I haven't seen Zion play a consistent amount of games to critique him as an NBA player yet. I haven't seen him enough yet. I need to see more from Zion. Hopefully this year he's going to actually play. But I'll take him over Zion. Like Donovan Mitchell, he's a slasher. He's a great scorer. Again, Tatum and Luka and Morant are the only players I would say for sure. And Trae Young, that's debatable too. But Trae Young he's been the number 1 option on the Atlanta Hawks.